Fantastic. Oh no, final man for headphone. Final man, me that's it. Fred.
Minya.
Boko.
I should have never boko sir, but as I don't remember ready. So the achance and come media.
Oh, what how when you the 103.
No check.
Ana oh yeah.
I want show our own crying there. Hana be crying.
And then I see.
Well, once says a cry, never would never come. Then the team will come and dig on for you. Drop the very soon. Market you may sue, a quafuisu, or be a so cry, Tinja Kraus. Oh, Miss Mitia Miss. Oh, say,
that's a miss. I mean, I make a choice. Miss. I don't know
who himself.
Wow.
Oh, Papa, I want to be bear me, and may be on my nature. And I said, and maybe drag around 2 a.m. and pay you. I've moved with the car cry bar, Usru. And I'm free or where I may be. They be an arm for a block, a corner, a boom, and a prammy. Until who we are and meet him, son, and be drunk. Now, your mamma is a bed now at make us a quay. A bed.
Well, on that note, Ufi Hohoi Banti, yeah, there were 2 issues actually. The Western Togoland secessionist group here, Wamasaki Kawamuhumbi. The first part of the show, no, yeah, the Becca no one sem nafi we are yashe electoral commission exhibition exercise and matters arising. Yeah, yashe non so until the first 10 minutes on the Western Togoland issue. Nafi we are yakwe Fred. Mecha say fools.
CJ me dase bebre. Ma mincha wetie for nyinara.
Etie for Jones.
Eno wa ankasanso. Ene minia o nanko bi minia ba menena budgets are mama.
Is that
for the past 4 years, then I'm the first time me. But anyway, once I meet
on your channel.
As I was showing you, and I went to the Then I'm in course non channel, so now, baby uncle. CJ, Ghana, you are back or some. If you be not, you bedroom payment, so I won't. Ebia, one cheddar, and for a drink, or shake Ghana back or some, or Belgian say, or mine, I have in Ghana. Not see an native dada. Ghana was never like this. Now we were states Obia or baby consciously the founding leaders of this country. Labour of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. And yes, and I pinning this country together. Indeed, go check back at Ghana back there were even movements at the time say instead of a unitary state now you're all my back some even proposed federal states. Nigeria, but in the wisdom of the leaders then, again, say majority of them in parliament, again, say a unitary state will serve a better purpose. Now, Oko share even lower level history. There is a history page. I'm referring to the Ewe question. At the time before Ghana's independence, you know, the first election was in 1951, then 1954. Then some historians will tell you, say Ghana's independence that delayed up until 1957 has a role to play, and I said this issue about where the Trans-Togoland will be became very handy. There are some accounts that say Germany and some other countries were saying that they should remain as a country, while the Francophone side were pulling them to join the Togo-Benin side. Eventually, a plebiscite was signed with the United Nations at the time. My uncle said, "Young journey Gold Coast, now you're forming a nation."
Yeah.
Now you can't this Trans-Togoland, and yet limited to just current day voter region. It goes all the way through to the Yendi. In fact, it enters all through to some part of Burkina Faso, all through to Mali. And yet just voter region as we have it today. I want that in the Trans-Togoland. What you say? Until now, Osha. So be making reference to that plebiscite of 1956. Any whatever agreement that was entered into, that after 50 years, the decision can be taken, blah, blah, no. Current dynamics are overshadow the possibility of anything like that happening. Ghana now has become a unitary state. Ghana has a territorial area, a boundary. Now, Ghana current constitutional, any attempt by anybody, say Obetra, any part of Ghana, either free Ghana or no, is considered a treasonable offense. Yes. And treasonable offense means say you are going sentence you either to death or life imprisonment. And to the extent that where we live now geographically, bounded by Ghana's constitution and Ghana's law, and yet possible at this time, so we better can say, me free Ghana kwe bibi. Fast forward, what is happening in recent times? And I think, sir, some persons will tell you, occasionally, even in the 90s, you will hear one or two people speaking in that direction about this Togoland thing. But they speak about it ends there. You know, through to 2000s, but I may say, in the last 4 or 5 years, Adom Mpensenpensenmu Yehunda. Now, share the way I handle this issue. All of us must admit that government has not been forthright in handling this issue.
I didn't hear.
Sure. When people are engaged in criminal activities, you punish them according to law. This year, so I think was this last year, say Papa BFNO, Papa V, say okay, yeah, kochi omo nyina olumambi e de bankra ne ka nyina. Initially, you don't go court. Charge the two almost say the activities amounts to treason. A few days after, Attorney General went back to court. Ekwa amended the charge sheet. Eventually, they were left off the hook, and they went back. Question now, my father do beside the time say, to what extent me engage your mom? Says Anya man no plan no education men and they are to abonten. I'm mama fati ase. Somewhere in August of this year, almost a public forum in one of the communities in the Southern Volta. Public, when you say demo, I'm sure you have seen some of those videos. If you don't have, I can send it to you.
Yes, I have.
A branch who addressed the gathering, to the extent even threatened the peace and security, and appeal to the president, appeal to the regional minister. Eka anamo metu in the coming days. Abayante.
Well, Fred, I'm saying before that, na military, joint military police force be invade one more camp be normal training. The helicopter was say be the one back.
That's right.
Yes.
Before Nkwanta area, Akpasa area.
Yes.
Then later say Daklu area, ho and we more man for share. You see, now me can say we have always pride ourselves in terms of intelligence and security. There, or my gonna hear the pa. And to some man for bet me and yama we. It took a very long time. Yakochi punishment be na more to serve as a deterrent to any other person or group of persons on best way to sanamwe. Wishy-washy, pagay, yajao. And so somehow, some other person felt emboldened. And it's not there's a conspiracy theory now, say. Who shared the way I buy 100 at the Ninano? And Yakoye say, there's some governmental complicity. But from the narration of Mama, Abayin has been given the power of the states to clamp down on any sarters.
Yes.
More helicopters are called Akochink to be their bank crime. Marco a home Akochink to be their bank crime and crime. The ringleader, much in the bank crime. No punishment, nothing. Umbrantia, I call Crossy Quine. Now said none of Friday. I drove past at Ipoku Road around 12 midnight. Apparently, the thing happened around 2 a.m. So I was just lucky that I was 2 hours ahead of them. What did I make an answer? And Timiko drew all way just about 3 there about no be friend because say AC. I'm sure I just drove past there. And she assumed me say me can encounter one. What should have happened to me? And all other road users around that time. Ghana, this is your BNI station there. We have national security operatives around the entire country. We have the CID now. How on earth? Sancrofoetimi movie ever blocking major roads. We are told per the story say they even invaded police station. Police for B entered into the armory. Echo 2 EDPA. CID didn't pick this intelligence. BNI didn't pick this intelligence. National Security didn't pick this intelligence. If you look at this assembly, I could take over assembly. I could see your flag. If you go on a job, I could blocking major roads. It doesn't add up. What I say, it doesn't add up. And now, I am tempted to buy into those who think, say, there's a deliberate something just to create some tension in some parts of the country, especially due to the elections. Okay, yeah. Go back on social media. Some persons predicted this thing long before now. That's we move closer to elections. It never be basic like this, especially in perceived NDC stronghold. And to me, as a political actor, and seeing what is happening today, I am tempted to believe, say, there's some, truth in it. I am worried. I am worried because me say that day, as you said, these guys, weapons like a sia. I could some breed, Adom breed now. I come to me here for you. Friends, so go pay the free. Now to the free. You don't have any access to voter region again. Just cut off completely. Unless you have to go all through maybe Tamale. And I don't know what you mean. And you know what worries me in all this thing? Sure, go and read about all these exigencies across the world. How Boko Haram came into being, these ISIS, this Al-Shaddai, go and read about them. Once a group rise up like this, now so man want me and clap you down. In no time they'll get alliance. They'll form alliance with some of these bodies. Because this body and they are very well resourced. Look at the nation of Nigeria. Look at the number of years that are taking them. Up to now, Boko Haram, they can't even get them down. Some soldiers will tell you, say, weapons now, this terrorist group, the state security doesn't have it. And so they can hold the whole state to ransom. Oh yeah, there we are. Now now these persons have any link with any of this terrorist group. The entire security of our country will be jeopardized. I would have thought that by now, Uncle Mampeni, Abe can be at least, if for nothing, to reassure the people of this country. Say indeed he's in charge. Near Kosono, everything is under control. Unfortunately, so I can't wait me a Mary Bim Dementia. But Americani and Minister, yes, of information. Yeah. You see, on behalf of the government. I see no. Assembly of what Chamika and maybe so or in Ponagasa to be an Anoeka. What we are seeing now, I'm not too sure. I'm starting to be corrected. Say I won't be said or Abako Semda. What happened over the weekend? The level at Etmidru here said 2 major trunk roads. A man for me blocking a shit time. Nay chanting, nay singing war songs. Not to the extent that even there are fire exchanges are. As we speak today, one of them see a kuno. Police squad, this is commander Neda, one of the districts. Yet Naba Police Hospital. And you can the level of the issue. Even Parliament impo. And they should invite them back under a certificate of emergency and go and discuss this issue. On Mampeni, his voice should have been heard. Okay. Unfortunately. So our destinies are in our hands. And we are looking up to God. So because we don't know what may happen next.
Fred Medasi. Fred Agbenyo and what in Kano. Robert and Sons. Edin Fie Eduasa. 30 years. Na wase what that will be it's been 30 years of providing comprehensive eye care services, an unbeatable variety of authentic product. And over the past 30 years, money Robert and Sons, Eddie in South Swing and what will be BRC. In fact, and one and Robert and Sons into me drew baby wedry. The senti was say the next 30 days I die enemy or discount Ubura branch beer. Enti Robert and Sons customers, Ubura Robert and Sons branch beer, you enjoy special discount offers for the next 30 days. Enti Shannon Sosa, and they're saying a very big thank you for the opportunity to serve you for 30 years and join us for many, many more years. Robert and Sons, and I have na abo ni no ho ban tie ni ho how bia say ya hwehwe ni wa na wo pe ana so bibi na enkoyo wani no ho a fakoda Robert and Sons ye ni free tete was men ka so covid brain mu no bomade na hwe ho so eyi na hyehyɛ Ministry of Health and World Health Organization de agu akwan so protocols ni nyina na yehwe na yendi so ope nkyeremu ana wansem bi se bi afre Robert and Sons 0302 222 601 0302 601 and 0501 519 111 na kai se hyehyɛ kakra ewo ho Access Bank early savers promo we the perfect start promo obane benya kwenya etimi ewini more than 100,000 Ghana cedis plus other amazing prizes ewo perfect start promo no emu with just 200 Ghana cedis in your new or existing Access Bank early savers account nice akwenya no eda ho edema wo koso afesika to account nim early bird na unya point membership na point no aba milestone na point no aba savings culture point na no so abeka ho unya nya 2000 points per automatic udem na you are on your way to winning the grand prize and which my perfect start micro site ewo ho the promo microsite no ho no games na afei niema bebre ekoso ho a na wotwe ne busumi bia no abofra ne betimi win prize ho no so tin koda ne Access Got Talent competition na afei quiz Sundays ho a eno so achede bebre na ewumu ebiti se bicycles PS5 afei tablets ne niema bebre akeka ho enti ko register wo ba no register no ewo ghana.accessbankplc.com/early savers ghana.accessbankplc.com/early savers and after toll free 0800 004400 na one Access Bank entry train enkomo o hwe de obokrata mu so ankyere mu bebre wo ho a wo sabetimi aka na mu hye ne so se hye kakra e wo ho Access Bank more than banking ni
yey
yankoi
yo agram da se mechia what you for nyina enkanka mampening His Excellency Nanado no Western North over the weekend obujuma wo sisi wa Ashanti region yebesere se nyamimbo no mba maye nyina nyame adom advice beba me constituency on Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Obedi juma obebua me ma yaibo ejuma pa wa constituency onti party machinery were from ejuma ebeko traditional council and few areas in the constituency. Finally mamimbo chief of staff and also I think Friday or weekend, you know, Yabona Baswo as the first female chief of staff of the land. And as a mother, you look at her capacity and the way she's working, she deserves it. And we are so grateful for everything she's doing for us. I see ma. Fred is here. Was he a comedian? Nah. Then who flew position 4 years and say about position. Why you cash? We should tell why you come. We also your position. Seriously, we are very good pals. No cry no kind for the past 4 years. We move Freddy that. Nah. Okay, say.
And then honorable, at the my referee and 1 year to me. And I'm
passing a share for 4 years. This is the first time I'm.
Oh, I see.
And
wow.
Because we have lived well.
Fantastic.
Na mon kaze se comedy because no tiwe. She say comedy. Because I'm in the
body never. Engine pro. Engine boss.
Mini Freddie Yadring on my history about the plebiscite.
Yeah.
That was on the 9th of May 1956 of the British Togoland under UN supervision, right from the south, the eastern side to the north. Boku side now referendum a total voter turnout 194,230. Yes, some person say integrity what then go coast was 93,095. About 58%. The difference speaks for itself for those who don't want it. We have moved on until that time. But let me join chiefs in Voterland. The woman fear of Anglo State. Mitier, national president of the National House of Chiefs.
Yes, Toby Apede.
Mitier. And Pemi Bay is one of the newspapers. They say, "Oh, be traditional council." I think they should continue. More of the chiefs in the Volta region should condemn in that act that whoever or she chrea or you say nyama okeke, because say was the awoye ye papers ni nipa tu the osuma wo say ko yes na say or not ho and a wo Munim a show on national papers. You have lost your life, a young man. Needless exercise. And the watch won't wako. Because we say, say, Otini Mufrigana. Na, mitiwa. See, mintiasie. Seriously, I don't understand. Na, mini Freddy Nadrin say, government is relaxed in the security arrangement of dealing with these people. Well, and Chebiana, your call registration. Now, because of COVID and the insecurity from the Sahelan countries, the Ministry of Defense and the security apparatus tax from the north along the borders, both east and west, as long as deciding for to protect our borders. A day na yenianum NDC4 in sama kasia we do ako kan voter region and ye time voter for and a voter for a Togo for even the leaders of their party including the former president attacking government say we are denying voters from registration. Asema kasia you could be in him because yenina yenim say yendum boy humbonya so big catcher will say the security apparatus don't know. Yeah, they know. They police them. But Edu Babia, you manage the security in such a way, say it don't get out of our hands. Look at these people do. You can imagine if they want to be high-handedness. They will have shot and killed a lot of people. But nipa de wo ya dia kasa. And you know be kasa. But so wasu se ya dia. Ye de mra de ring and the betwu waso. And they are afraid ye can any this one ka saban and to be the security of this country is safe in the hands of Akufado. Program we otie. The security of this country is tight, it's safe. And to be aware, Nagin say, or person destabilizing the security of this country, he would dealt with ruthlessly. You need no. Initially, 1 year, you don't call courts. We are not in the jungle. Send them one more jobs is you propose no court. Sounds earlier ones in Yano, court. There was an old man, Senator Fred Cayano, very elderly man. I thought that man has wisdom. With the respect to elderly people. But look at how frail he was. Na sabi, wouldn't you echo blame him? At least sometimes you have to deal with a human face. It is better say, I said now wouldn't you find coffee in kasa.
But the gravity of
I understand.
offense, you know.
I understand.
Oh, no.
It's a way of trying to topple the state. In a military regime, they will not tolerate nonsense. But in the constitutional era, sometimes you give the benefit of the doubt. You give people the room, the opportunity. Like Freddie Khan, you need to engage people. For all you know, these things have been going on. We are not with the security apparatus. For all you know, the security will be engaging and talking to these people that the action that you are taking will not help this country. And it's a say, who watch I say, who the who are drink, as your mampino, and in a pump for or the boom. So let us not think, yen soranopa, and Najuanopa, and you say, Niamuyano, a yenimo. That is why they were picked in their training camps. But I think that it is an opener for us. Between now and to thy kingdom come. Ye be nya kra mampeni sa mepe ton area no kra no ye incite military war. Yes. Say betu me ye incite military base. E wo mepe sa to area no asase kese government can portion of the land. Because when I try and say they are not ready to stop in Nyama on Bonina on Besomo Yedi Boba. Because it's not going to help them. Silent majority of the others are not in support of what they are doing. Majority of them. Say, for who are the custodians of our culture and our tradition. And there are some people, noble people within the Votarians. Nase munam, nase nyama say, and no person to destabilize. They are destroying the image of voter regime. Maybe great grandmother of Rangono. Me mami or me. Against Nanyo Titus Glover. Ni papa, your friend George Benjamin Adu Glover. Offrey. Bese atupai. Nina no of Rangono. So have the voter blood in me. And who says that this is what the voters want? They want development. Voters want development. It is not for any bad reason. And on person with integrity with the plebiscite. Abayaba, abayanko. Obia ye na family dia, ebema voter radio for, and you munkwa up to the north. And Buntu Juma was our diba, edima voter for, ye edima. Now, Marco joining, your friend is saying, secessionist group. More to me, yadi to abai. More kitty way, you have power.
But we are not calling their bluff, are we?
No, we are not calling their bluff.
Yes,
not at all.
Because
so what they have done, it means they should be crushed immediately. You crush them. You are not going to compromise because I believe, security went on the peaceful mission to engage them, dialogue with them, to make sure it is not going to help.
Madam, so I say,
so we'll teach them what the law says. We'll apply the law and the force. And you have the guts to go into a police station, seize the commander there, pick arms from them. Let me use this opportunity. Those of you who know them, if you don't come out and you tell the security, baby, we are yirio, we are bow, we are kuno, we baby she. Own up and tell the security to bring the arms out, because they will comb every nook and cranny of these areas, baby, to retrieve the arms. Now, send a Fred Khan, the activities of Boko Haram. Say, look at Mali. The Sahelan countries. It's not safe. So if you don't crush these people and you're able to have alliance with some of these people, somebody when they are coming, you don't even see them. Our borders are so porous. The immigration and the soldiers are doing their best to make sure they protect us. But yet to me from then they regroup. Even along the coast. Sometimes there are some pirates be a coast. Sometimes you need to go waters close to Ghana Navy. I am so alert to make sure but every part of this country the sea, the land, air is well protected. So be heading entry from them. So all you need is I was here support your security services. Yes, support your security service with information. With information. Now, information in bar, Fred or Tio Bedeu. What would you consider you? So I want to appeal. This is not politics. It is about the state, Ghana. Whether you are MPP, you are NDC, you are CPP, it is about the sovereignty of this country. And deciding by me few now, almost destabilize you know. Was he making sure I'll support in total. Crash them. Who crash you 1, 2, 3? Omo you the tibium. Akwana. You mobile. Oh yeah, the oil. Or no call your crash.
But it's Akwano and TIA and say, I mean, I'm acquired 2 factions. Looks like
one faction came out, may count on social media, say they are not in support of their action, of them, the roadblocks, but it's not different. The fact that you don't support, you are a member of the group. So me, I'm not buying that idea.
I see.
I'm not buying that. They are the same people. Who knows how no chance you understand? So for me, the American say, we need to commend the security immediately. They went to the ground and make sure they brought sanity to the place. Ghana is still safe under President Akufo-Addo. The security of this country is intact. Let's support them. Let's give them information. And anybody from Sadan and NEC, the security should not go to sleep.
But I say, Honorable Daniel Ni Kwate Titus Glover and Etienne and Kano. Mamenka say, Near my papa Koso go TV so. Why we need Ghanaian movies on Rock GH. Ubeshe sa movies we see na we so ba. Afi say open Indian series Z World na fe Star Life so ubenya bibre e de ajiwani. Big Brother Niger lockdown series enra ene de nyina ba na we but omo go TV so nde omo hwe pa enjoy. I'm friend de no so betimi asua de Diagro Da Vinci Kids, PBS Kids, Discovery Family, Disney Junior, Nickelodeon, na fe Jam Ghana Learning Channel so I'm friend so mudu akwani abani betimi asua de amomani age enti per Go TV na also so enjoy bi remember no energy football hono so La Liga, Serie A, Premier League and afi leagues ahodo bebre English commentary papa and obetimi ahwe ose san ni Premier League no eti pa Go TV decoder na also so enjoy bi ne bo no fofofo o reconnection no so 22 Ghana cedis pe na what downloading my Go TV app no ebeboa pa ananso so twiben Go TV dealer bia na one no enkotwetwe enkomo na nsabeka Go TV kama shane so say kakra wo Go TV o say live it love it mecha me ho kakra ba na me ba na fi ahwe electoral commission and other related issues with the voter exhibition exercise and some bibra keka ho ntitwa me na me ba Mpensenpensenmu no so.
Yeah, that Dano milk flavors for fry dia banedi. Ubenya no was strawberry, chocolate, and coffee flavors mu. Eye 1 Ghana cedi pe. Fe nije no wo Dano milk. Nenya hoden. FD ahwehwe sa edwedie kwato yi mu agye atum se eye.
Anywhere you dey stand big day out.
Ekosia, I'm off. I have to go and deposit today's sales and buy some things before I get home.
Okay, but deposit money at this time. It's past 6 p.m. Which bank is still open?
My daily sales always goes to Stanbic Bank no matter when I close.
Hey.
Even without my debit card, I can still deposit my money at a Stanbic ATM anytime. Stanbic literally follows me everywhere.
Hey, wow. That's good though. Me, when I close late, I have to carry the cash on me home with all the risk.
Hey.
Sometimes even when I hear mosquitoes making noise in my ears, I smile.
Test the Adom Echo 8787 and no. Ubenya SMS news, information alert, any updates. I fad the echoes will be at your fanenina. Every Adom TV, Adom FM, any adomonline.com. Shannon song, some message be our best and be a 15 pesos. Adom FM, yeah, drop. Adom TV, yeah,
Say dear, Insure FM, Edin Yesi or Ghana, and we are here for Neighbor Bia, Air Tower Bubuano, and phone baby hour, yet in your busy Bia, I'm Manu phone so. Ye hear us over testy NF, Ako 8787, ye bet to 15 pesos per Udem, near Kosu Bia, yet Manu phone so. See your Kudiamusem, a Jadiamusem, and Nigidiamusem, and I knew Biano, yet the bro some procra. Insure FM, and one day.
Hello there. Subscribe and text JF to 8787 to receive SMS news alerts, business, sports, and entertainment updates from Joy FM, My Joy Online, and Joy News, your most credible news source.
Get the latest news updates around the world in just a click away. Text JP to the short code 8787 and receive SMS alert on news, entertainment, sports, and many more on Joy Prime at only 15 press words. Joy Prime, real entertainment.
At a cost of only 15 Ghana pesos, text LF to 8787 to receive SMS news alerts on business, sports, politics, entertainment, and more. From Love FM, experience the joy.
I'm ready to say what's on with the echoes. We are saying, nah, a brown rehon cry. Test the Adom Echo 8787 and no. Open your SMS news, information alert, any updates. I have found the echoes. We are saying, every Adom TV, Adom FM, any AdomOnline.com. Channel song, some message be our send the 15 pesos. Adom FM, yeah, 12. Adom TV, yeah.
Say dear, Insure FM, Edin Yesi or Ghana, and we are here for Neighbor Bia, Air Tower Bubuano, and phone baby hour, yet in your busy Bia, I'm Manu phone so. Ye hear us over testy NF, Ako 8787, ye bet to 15 pesos per Udem, near Kosu Bia, yet Manu phone so. See your Kudiamusem, a Jadiamusem, and Nigidiamusem, and I knew Biano, yet the bro some procra. Insure FM, and one day.
Hello there. Subscribe and text JF to 8787 to receive SMS news alerts, business, sports, and entertainment updates from Joy FM, My Joy Online, and Joy News, your most credible news source.
Get the latest news updates around the world in just a click away. Text JP to the short code 8787 and receive SMS alert on news, entertainment, sports, and many more on Joy Prime at only 15 press words. Joy Prime, real entertainment.
At a cost of only 15 Ghana pesos, text LF to 8787 to receive SMS news alerts on business, sports, politics, entertainment, and more. From Love FM, experience the joy.
I'm ready to say what's on with the echoes. We are saying, nah, a brown rehon cry. Test the Adom Echo 8787 and no. Open your SMS news, information alert, any updates. I have found the echoes. We are saying,
106.3 Adom FM 106.3.
Adom 106.3 FM. Osho time no akasimano ensia na nondu abo. Yeguso aye twetwe nkomo efa na esi of Volta region. I've been joined on the line by the Honorable Regional Minister, Honorable Archibald Lecha, the Regional Minister for the Volta region. Honorable, good morning and thanks for joining us. If you can hear me.
Good morning. Good morning to your listeners as well.
How are you doing this morning?
We're doing very fine by the grace of God.
Okay, so I had a conversation with you on Friday when the disturbances erupted, and then you gave an assurance. How is the situation like as we speak this morning?
Thank you very much. The situation is very stable. It's been brought under control. The security agencies are on top of the issue. We should have confidence in them. They are doing very well, doing their best. We should have confidence in security in this country, that they are in charge and to make sure that we are secured. Just also want to assure the people of Ghana that this group hasn't got the backing of the masses of people from the Volta region. And I want to assure the people of Ghana that they are free to come to the region to transact their business without fear of attack or fear of harm. The situation is very much under control. But the security agencies are alert 24/7. And we also have arrested many people, and we are arresting more. The arrests are ongoing. We also are appealing to the citizens to provide us information so that all these people can be rounded up to face the loss of our country.
Okay, so can you please tell us how many people have been arrested as we speak?
The arrest is a continuous process. So far, I put the number conservatively at 60. There are many people already who are on trial. There are many people. What we may not know is that there are many people who are already on trial for the activities of this Togoland movement. Many of them are on trial, and those who have been arrested will also be screened and appropriate action will be taken.
Okay, but on Friday you hinted of another faction which is different from what we've already known, the Papavi faction. You mentioned one Togbe Iyesu, is that correct?
Yeah, I mentioned.
Okay, so what's the latest we know about this new faction?
No, we know a lot about them, which I will not disclose. We know a lot about them. We've arrested some. We are after the leadership.
Okay, but Honorable, there's been concerns that the security agencies has not been proactive. You are in charge of RECSEC in the Volta region. Would you take this blame?
What I would say is that we shouldn't be apportioning blame at this time. We have a crisis which is national in Canada. We have to commend the security agencies for the work that they are doing. I can only say that, but for their vigilance, it will be worse than what we witnessed on Friday. So I'm aware of the effort that the police, the military, the BNI, and all other agencies are doing to protect us. So this is not the time to be blaming them, but it is the time to encourage them to continue the work they are doing, so that this issue will be brought to an end as soon as possible. I have all the confidence in them, and I'm aware of what they are doing and what they are about to do. And therefore, I just want to assure the people of Ghana that Volta region is safe for business. And I'm appealing to my people in the region to also volunteer information to the security agencies so that appropriate action should be taken to protect all of us.
Okay, but this
is an attack on the sovereignty of the Republic of Ghana, and we must all be concerned. It's not a political issue at all, so nobody should play politics with this one.
Well, what do we know about the young man who lost his life? Who is he? Where is he from? Honorable.
Yeah, the police are working on that. The police are working on that. We know his name, we know his age, we know where he comes from, and the police are carrying out with the investigations to find out more about him.
Honorable, many thanks for your time this morning.
It's always my pleasure.
Honorable Archibald Lecha is the Volta Regional Minister, and I'm in Atwitwe and Komono. Well, so as any our Chimono, but before no, they are on top. And Yankaya Kuma and 2 a.m. Well,
see, only Minister Casano. Me expression where I'm in Mpensenpensenmu. So you better say, Mamu Fadu in Fanya Amanyosam. Inya, Oma etimi, Nso Obenum, a political decision. Say ya Kwan Bebe Pananya Papa, a political decision. Say ya security, betting ya Jinamiye, Abuin na Umbai, a political decision. And nothing na Ghana for Saline, it should be. And nothing na Ghana for Tuaba. And this has to mean in other show binsa. And so when the person shakes responsibility, you don't come and tell me, say, Enya Manyosem, and Anya politics asem. What else is it? Or my opinion, I to about mana. Tago be a friend and say, Neakos want to one more.
But what I say, my person as we see ya, and Kebe na Manyosem.
Yeah, that's a narrative now they have been like. Oh, and I don't know who is giving MP that advice. I didn't say, Manyana Manyosem. Now, I just said, when you were in opposition, assume you say in opposition, now they will see what any other part of this country, I can then make a found. Would you have advice, say, my Fanya Manyosem? When the thing is partisan and political in nature. Why?
Okay.
And Fred is saying, what has happened is politics.
No, I'm saying that.
No, the regional minister is advising. You know, you all know.
The regional minister no A24.
We should not politics because we know say voter region is stronger than NDC. More being got transit because they said no send a security for the young Mojumano. More being got NDC for treasury. There has a chichi go for and the AC and the HE voters. The minister was advising us. This is purely a security breach. And people who are found foul of the law are being dealt with. Make us mankind for them. Make us say we should commend the security agency for the work they are doing. I feel so. I was here boy na information piano yemfamomo. Etuono akafo, yesi akafo.
Yes, akafo.
How do you get them? Yeka say etuono e wo bi fie yeka say ni mani nim, ni yire nim, ni kru nim. But so tifie ho. Yaba ni echi a ye nja baako nje baako ye beti nyina dia bom. And the economy, let's take politics out and deal with the issue. This country is safe under President Akufo-Addo. And Jobi Biara why ye bibia etramrano. You need no. I still insist.
Okay.
They should crush them.
Okay.
Okay. If I be on decision to say,
can we make progress?
Say a week to elections, 5 days to elections. Na nyame asa sorry of voter region. Na nuntie some penny ever declare that part of the country state of emergency. Say the curfew abeto. Make us yanya Mpensenpensenmu. Enya nyina be account from him.
What be sir?
Ye titins ana meka no.
Right.
Adwuma na ye no. Ye nyina titinsem bebre. Ena meka say aban.
But once Fred
aban e wo
me now titin so one hwe ni year. Then you begin
that is
to
why we are
fear and
that is why we are careful.
So
na meka ne say aban akochi ntofo we no. Yen from fam ra kwan so. Say be ya so be plan so be bi sa leading to elections a nipa ne be suro ehun be bo nipa no. But say akochi omo the bank ha. Not like we saw previously. After a week or two, na ajo mo kopiuma. There's some of nyamanyama na yet no. Possible say bet mesi.
Right, you're making progress.
But the curfew is justified. Why not? Say nyama no mo no and the security are gathering information. Say nyama why?
But to start from here to paint that picture.
No, Fred
in December.
It's conjecture.
And may concerned.
We don't need to create fear and panic. But curfew is a security measure to keep insecurity. Disturbances is allowed. So sad and beboa na declare curfew. Why not? Why not? But
then also people are going to be disenfranchised.
Even there's a curfew, we have time limits. Voting starts from 7 to 5 p.m.
Anyway.
What does it?
Anyway.
And the air can say,
anyway,
let's support the security agencies. Let's provide them with information. Any more Juman and Koso. Ubi biara watu mrano. Nani nindi. Nyunyunyunyu. Agbada. Sanebe.
Fred, but your next issue, the voter exhibition exercise, and former president Wakati short the campaign tour about Accra, about addressing Ghanaians. There's been an IPAC meeting. Several explanations have come from the EC's quarters. In fact, as we speak, Omoche says 17,000. Edin 17,000. And Omoche say one more system names here. I don't know if they will delete those names and announce one more year as per issues now are rising. But more issues as we speak. Has the issues been addressed? And now we can do 10 minutes on this one. Fred.
Me name is Dasebebre. Na ye nyina yeti a ye nye our whole to electoral issues. Metnya tna haka I should just say. Many honorable titles global tia.
Fred Mbacho make 10 minutes but me share me time to see on here 10 yen to me cry be a 2 minutes rebuttals into the end 7 na fi the babaka
emre odo bo advert we ye onyama bebre ka we
hey yes I me nyina na matumu
ya free abata odo bi ofri aba no te ma no ofri no aba no
time no ye mo amodia
6:30
I know time no ye mo amodia but we say enya time so we can go
what for me 3 minutes I can
Fred Bacho
me no about as global tia I say any bia what here which make say a novice say baba to asemeki
no
and I say ma meji mensa ana boss masare entimi nka say omote Ghana electoral issues assessing here yeah field workers for politics 275 constituencies over 30,000 branches yeah two anamoko ho enti enimnie koso on the ground and we have been part of this thing since the inception of the Fourth Republic. And Tebia, Uba and Chaye. And Nunti now here, IPAC, and yet constitutional creation. By in the wisdom of Dr. Farijan and the earlier commissioners, no, what's it be? Even though we have that autonomy, we have that independence, saying Yumano, and I'm saying in Nipane Yumenti, the major stakeholders, young creative forum be, say baby share. Na ya to adwen and to share the operation of the commission all these years it has always been consensus building and to the legislation because the call parliament asa be do hono na parties ni nyina jetum na the parties will find a way of whipping their members of parliament in line and it doesn't suffer any problem. That's how we have always operated. I don't know what at all under the sun is giving this new commissioner and his deputy the impression say suddenly they understand everything than everybody else, and so they will hide behind the autonomy status given to them by the constitution to just do what they want. You register. One would have thought that by now you perfect system in such a way say some of the things that happen in the 90s and early 2000s, and then can't see you. And so when you go and register around that, this is the fourth election in the Fourth Republic, and 8th election in the Fourth Republic. Now you are seeing this type of problems, avoidable problems. Now Osman Yanka, now President Mahama cannot be moving around the country campaigning. Ebra referee that to somebody about no. Ninyama ye nyina HSA wan hwe ni ya obehye go kra beji say offside wa hye go na you no bia say go no say offside no way di and no tuna ye born kokose abato enye just a mere exercise edintro enye just a mere exercise. It's about the destiny of the nation. It's about our destiny and our children's destiny. So the decision we take on election day affects the future of our society. And at all material time now, Ghana should decide who governs them, who leads them. That right, as enshrined in the Constitution, must not be usurped by any one person or two persons. Ghanaians should be allowed to make that determination. But I the way Anyamaki can call. Maintain that. Since I try a new organ ha. Say I true now in one constituency over 21,000 names at me yira. Yagoka also my 14,000 yaba. 7,000 I can away. Electoral Commission ran on the court parliament. I approve your the election way. In one of the provisions, they said you better deduplication. Deduplication here, they set up a committee, all the parties are involved. And you who then they are removed from the register. On this occasion, they won't even though the committee met. They will not be able to finalize a thing to determine the name they are removing. They will do it just by themselves. Electoral Commission ran said before the exhibition of the register, political parties must be given copies of the register. Say, cross check it because at the time we're doing the registration, every day we are giving printouts. Yes, I knew every day we're compiling printouts. So as of now, parties in at me compiling more provisional register, and so we want to be sure that now the maye and they are compiling based on the registration. The same manner. You give this to us 3 days to election. We are talking about over 33,000 police stations, almost 17 million people. Say even before the exhibition, the provisional register publish it at on your website. Say also our journalists out here crano ubetnya alcohol cross check it. Mami umanye. And then your registration area. Your exhibition ended yesterday. Problems our home. Uba Bontia Betre say on the 1st of October, right?
Yes.
Uber ye another registration. Now only me ya. Someone me say me a deputy director of international relations MINDC.
Yes.
I our partner across the world. Until we get information from everywhere. Until long before now, media started fresh say before now in America, in Europe, in Asia, someone say register. I'm from I registration again. Don't be saying. They say they are mobilizing. They are apparently more information in him. And then Abamba or some be airport. Where America be out for plane Ghana. Well, anywhere in Europe you can come to Ghana. Anywhere in Asia you can come to Ghana. Now so your borders na ben ye no. Na Ghana for do now hono, you see are lucky. And too far plane ready for you to the back Ghana ebe chodi on the 1st of October and your problem. But sabi me on Lome. Now I just need 5 minutes to cross over to Aflawu to come and write my name there. You see a lucky border. Sister me prepare there, me go try ticket. Na me far plane bra kotoka. And send my faka akotobidi. What kind of injustice is this? Question na ebisani said. Inipa hin the leather commission him say obed register mu in this continual registration. Now on the just microphone we on the first is he going to do another exhibition of the register? Because our now problems na yahu nene eke wasem. The only time we can get to know will be on the election day. At that time, how do we resolve the issue? How do we resolve the issue? And you know, the Electoral Commission is pushing this country on a very dangerous path. MP before, I just say the infractions na eke wasem no almost humbi ayampa. Today they are telling us say our approach they want to engage the Electoral Commission. I said, well, you can say what you want to say. But you're free before 2016 elections. The things you did and said in this country, suddenly because you are in power, even though you are seeing the problems, you are seeing the challenges, you are quiet. You seem to be happy. And nothing that my man for Bedouin said, there is a conspiracy between you and the Electoral Commission to rig the elections. Our flag bearer and leader of our party, and NDC as a political party, has served notice. And we are calling, see, okay, mami buy yourself for me some advisory group. Okay, also form some eminent people advisory group. We caution that unlike maybe United Kingdom, apart from the Prime Minister, no enigma hono. Who are the Queen in the outfit and here Bruce there's somebody you can run to. Uko yen crossing na no multinational muka asema. Na edu na edia, yesi eden yeko abiwa ho. Ghana here we don't have any such institution that we can fall on. And so prominent citizens of our land who have distinguished themselves, Ebasa, they are the people we run to say they should come and help to mediate. And it's a legal commission now also sankrofo who the omo bedwene o. Omo your advisors. Now you want your man here and this is a problem. Who do we run to? Can we then say all the problems you are creating today is in connivance with those people you have brought as your advisors, or they are advising you to do the things we are doing? Can we draw that conclusion?
Okay.
And not here.
Okay.
And we are saying, these elections, we've gone around the whole country. President Akufo-Addo in the knows. He knows deep down in his heart. Say opel, ojitumo, wanjen tumo. On the 7th of December, Ghana for salary to aba obeluzi poto.
Fred.
And to the Siano, they have resolved say I can't last one.
But that's it.
But we are not going to allow it. And this one again say, oh, we are doing press conference, we are talking, and so blah blah blah. We are not going to allow it. We shall use every constitutional means available to us. We shall call on the citizens of this country to rise up and make sure say their mandate is not stolen.
But that's it. Fred, but that's it.
Thank you. Freddie can baby. CJ.
Honorable.
I say there's a conspiracy between the Electoral Commission and MPP to steal or rig the elections. What are you trying to infer? What is the conspiracy about? We are going for elections. That is your conclusion.
You mentioned perception.
Please. No, what? Stop that.
Okay, then let me say the fellow can quote me.
Let me cool down. Let me say.
Fred.
Don't speak for me. Don't speak for
the Electoral Commission to steal election. Now quote me.
Okay, it's for Mate. Wouldn't or no president, ex-president, Mr. Mama no crano. Baby, I campaign on himself and go ye mano. On himself campaign and go ye mano. He's just a ploy to come back and say there is a normally in the registration and all that. Please, Ghanaians are not ready to give power to your mama. Ghana is in the hands of an experienced man. Your friend Opanano. Your mama, President Akufo-Addo, Opana. Ghanaians are not ready to give the mandate of this country into the hands of your mama. Yeah, the idea now. That's the one sheso. That's your free ones are. Whatever would Ghana for you any so. I have a picture in my house. Next time I will for you so. Obanwa bofebia or Tom Banchi. Wada ye trying photo.
And a bunch in
the bunch is wada. And a actual write up and I say, if you know where some of us are coming from, you know, pray that we fail. I used that picture and the words for my campaign over the weekend. Young child, what's your age? About 8 or 10 years. Fred Midbechero, wada or Twandia, wada. And they've written. If you know where some of us are coming from, when you watch the picture, you know pray that will fail.
I'm touched by this.
And what
picture.
I'm not doing I'm speaking reality. The people of this country knows where NDC send us to.
Oh, we're better off.
Can I have the floor, young man? Please. Ghana for Nyama Jo Mama. Any Ghana for the fame. And our friend Opana. Thank you. Today, Opana, our friend President Akufo-Addo was so money. He's taking Ghana to where we want to go. We are saying, and the campaign let's come back to the subject matter. Obenyini, let us allow the Electoral Commission to function. And let's say, and this is say, and let's say, and this is say. A yen fidie and a trad a dino. A yen nipper the sending and the tradiano. Don't we make errors? The machines, it is human being that presses the button. It is bound to make errors. And that is why the Letter Commission has given us an opportunity. Fred, there's a window. Wakacha is any yanko, a said ye, say young body row, young country bush for, young country consuls, or beyond Congo said the ding a woman.
But as we speak, 17,000 names.
They are still working. CJ, they are still working. Why don't allow us to allow Jim Mensah and the team to work? What does here? In 2012, similar things happen. If it is one name, it is two names, it is how many names, it is still an error. That is why there's a lacuna. There's a window of opportunity to cure it. Now, this is for hey, what do you mean? What do you say? Occasion here? You know you are losing this election. So, Mr. Mama and NDC, don't go and hide behind registration of names of your meti or register muse and you about. How can you yell about them? CJ, we have a mechanism. Every election is declared at the polling station. You have your agents there. Fragbanyo, or your agents here, you have agents. Me. We have agents there. So at the end of the voting, you shagua, you yes sorting, you can mark, you declare results no. They give you a copy of the pink sheet. You go and do your tabulation. More collation center. Yes, you have a collation center. At the constituency, we have as a party. At the regional office, we have. And son will be a dear best inside. So, infinite regional go free. Catch up, Mr. Mama say, Oponko no Pusuma, Obelusama. I'm telling you.
Repeat that again.
I'm telling you, Upako catch up, Mr. Mama. He's my friend. Tell him. I said, Onko Onumpu, Insoma. He will still lose. Who guys the Ghanaians are ready to give out 20? Is that what you think?
I'm writing it.
Please, man.
You are on record.
You caught me. What are you talking about?
To me, I was
what are we talking? Are you sure Ghanaians will give all that President Akufo-Addo and his government has done?
You tell me.
Please, let us not joke on some of these things. We have done far better than you. Far better than you. You bequeath us with a growth of 3.4% with oil. And you have the guts to talk.
And where is it today?
Oh, please.
No, why is it?
Had it not been COVID, we'll be moving around 78%. I'm telling you. What did you do? I wasn't in this country.
Today?
When you subjected this country into energy crisis? Did you not subject this country into energy crisis? Please, you couldn't even employ public sector. You couldn't even employ people.
That's not true.
You couldn't, because you had so incompetent and you lost credibility. You end up in Senchi.
Can we look at the issues with the electoral commission?
I'm saying, me, check it out, catch it out. CJ, Ghanaians are not ready to give power to NDC, to send it back to the ditch. He lost credibility, both locally and internationally. That is why he took us to Senchi. That ended up at IMF. Today, where are we? President Akufo-Addo has taken us out. We are employing. What's the way? Where in your time you have unemployment graduates? What did you do? Also about creating 1 million jobs. Yes. What did you do when you were in power? What jobs did you create?
Should I tell you?
What jobs did you create?
Should I tell you?
You don't have the floor. You don't need to talk. And tell you what I will create here. Namu Soria, Namu Dinatem, Udi President Akufo-Addo, Achim Sakawa, who former president? Mami Kandiabeng, am I? Look, Fred, we have known ourselves for about 20 years now. So if, look, President Akufo-Addo and your mama are best of friends in parliament, I was told. So sometimes when we are talking, not because of politics, we'll marry. What does it? Anti, Mayanya and Jasiana say, Electoral Commission, and I said, yes, it's true, say, you were IPAC war, You want some you call IPAC, you are discussing. And it's a exhibition, a registration. It was a exhibition. Exhibition, let's say. Kona ko hwese wudenu ewomu ana anase nim edi na etro no Daniel new quarter titles Glover ebe na wa no Glover titles ni something anya sana metro no and they was here hwe na edi am me de tro medi no yemfa ma de ma me
okay
na sa insisa bia ba and you said yes, you be correct. And you stop all these fetish, cacophony of noise.
Okay. Me that say, I'm running to my emphasis. We can just do a minute each. Nafi, yeah, sorry, a minute.
Near course or mama ye cano. Well, the way on about that everybody described no. Say a cacophony, a noise. Ye yet the day, ye casado do, a nason ya. My enca, and I'm say. Near cano or no dear, any day. Say, Cosa. Say, a 5 coin be so decent franchise Ghana for no. It will benefit him and his political party. Or say, President Mama Pair. Uncle Nom Apple. Nina. And for vote and count. Oh, to me. Na dear. I'm Brasimo. Yenim say, Yamia Hatasro. And the Sihini. Yenim say, Ghana for. And they determine pa obet na dear so at every point in time. A chain nature Ghana for someone yaquin almost and so almost yansa. And ne o met me at the muyedru. A bayan waba we bobusia. Massa, o can you see 140 billion Ghana cities. A bambi and new hot da. Our Ghana back of some not if you Dr. Kwame Nkrumah 140 billion. Obi something near ya. You say free SHS. Free SHS. Ocean the budget in Naya. Barely 4 billion. And over 136 billion now cano. Muda day. They can't point to one school they have built from scratch. They can't point to one hospital they have built from scratch. They can't point to one road they started and they have finished. They can't point to anything. Pushka ma bossika wanya. Cover the abbey. Mukodia 1 billion. From the same IMF for Namuka Wansam. Fred, and now they're gonna for say
Freddy. Honorable, you have the floor. Yeah, sorry.
CJ. Fred is a Mundi Idis Canaye. The pass of free Chrome neighbor. Or see Friday or move 12 midnight. And I do call Hawaii. The Oti region. And I'm not paying on machine we do here. Besides, say, or do Oko Kwanzo who rely is in Anna.
Yeah, Mamma go best cabin to an
Mamma go best cabin.
The railway project.
Mamma go best cabin. Oh, please, let me talk. Oh, project. Oh, railway Kwano. Maybe we Adiasa. And a machine or Banzu, I didn't change.
I'll say I'm on Copes car.
And it's part of Mama's 54 billion.
Please.
The money for that project.
Please.
Woman is with you. Grab and check.
Fred, big papa fire my way.
You check more. If you finish,
I'll say, you see, when you refuse to see.
And that you fight for
when you try to Christ.
Fred, you are speaking with the deputy transport minister, and you are challenging him on a project, a railway project.
Ghanaians are not ever ready to experiment. They will not. A vote for John Mama will be a disaster for this country and the NDC. Ghanaians are not ready to risk. All I want to say is that we have tested the two governments, NDC and MPP, and I can tell you with every sincerity, Ghanaians are ready to give MPP, led by Nanado and Titus Global Interbais, another mandate again. God bless you.